Welcome everyone. I can't believe a week is already up. Damn, it's just moving too fast, right? So we got our setup here. We're going to go ahead and get our weekly message. This is going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. For the collective, it's a general read, so please take what resonates, let go what doesn't. We're just going to get the best message that Spirit or the universe wants to bring out. And like I said, this is for January 24th through February 6th, 2022. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's coming up for you guys. We're going to do a couple, like 2 or 3 rounds. I guess 3. We're just going to see what Spirit wants to bring forth here. We already have a card come out. Ace of Swords. So you're getting some kind of a truth or clarity this week. You know, something you might have been struggling with, kind of wondering, like not sure about something. You're going to get the clarity that you need with this week. So we have an Ace of Swords. Oops, one fell out again. Oh, yes, and the Knight of Swords. Whatever this clarity comes through, it makes you realize which direction to go towards and take action towards. So that's very good. And it's from something that's been disappointing you here. So you're moving away from this disappointment, this sadness, and you're taking action towards something after realizing the truth about it. So that's a good thing, right? Could be something within you or something from somebody else, but you're gaining clarity. And you're picking up the pieces. You're like, I'm not going to focus on this disappointment anymore. I got a lot of other things I could be doing. So you're taking action on it. A lot of times when we get disappointed, we go within and we start beating ourselves up or wondering why something happened or I just don't have any luck. And you're stepping out of that. That's good. Good thing. Let's go ahead and see. I'm trying to see what other cards I want to use here. What else? I'm kind of like... You know what? We're going to go ahead and get a Starseed card. Let's be a little spiritual this week, right? Let's get a Starseed card with this disappointment and see what's coming up. What's coming up? It's not going to be a long read. I just want to see where your energy's at going into February. It's so interesting. My daughter kept asking me, like texting me, what are you going to do for Valentine's Day? And I'm like, nothing. What am I supposed to be doing? And then she asked me like 3 times. I'm like, do you have a hot date or something? I mean, what do you keep asking me? I mean, I don't have a significant other. But you know what? It's a love day. It doesn't have to be just for a significant other. So don't feel bad about it. There's all types of love. So I told her, I was like, maybe we can just make a good dinner or watch a movie or something. I don't know. I'm going to go get a massage. I know that. Okay, so we have empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Well, there you go. That would cause disappointment, wouldn't it? If you're like absorbing everybody else's. And this was a big thing, I think, at the beginning of the year. It was just like, especially like empaths, starseeds, sensitive people, just absorbing all that negativity that's out there, right? You can't go anywhere without somebody complaining or thinking that they deserve more than others, or just downright bitter or hateful or grouchy or grumpy or whatever it is. And we suck all that in, right? So I really feel like you're stepping out of this disappointment. You're gaining the truth and realizing, hey, you know what? I might feel like down a little, but most of this energy is other people's, and I'm done with it. I'm just like cutting it out and taking action towards what makes me happy. I know who I am. So standing in that, I'm going to go ahead and get the book out. We're going to go ahead and look at this empathetic starseed and see if there's any extra messages. Let me bring my hand over here. He can hold this card up for us. Empathetic starseed. Let's see, Aries. What is this empathetic starseed? Okay, it's number 64. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm like tired of absorbing everybody else's crap. They're all like living their life, right? So it says energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So empathetic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here, thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathetic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts. They tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lighting the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead, put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressures off the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more, but perhaps being present in our life is enough. I find it interesting that it says a precious baby, because Aries are the zodiac, and we're often referred to as the baby of the zodiac. That's what we are. So, it's very interesting, right? Sometimes they can be a little brass about getting their needs done, but that's a survival method, right? And also they have that purity and innocence to them. This could be a phase you're going through, or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing before feeling you should go after to the world. Indeed, it's necessary if you want to continue to do so sustainably. The Starseed soul inquiry is, how can you take better care of yourself energetically? So, I've mentioned a few times before, you can do the salt baths, you can get out in nature, you can take time out just for yourself to, clear that energy. I know a lot of empaths do that, as well as get these protection crystals. I think I have some in this year. I have a few different ones. These like smoky quartz, onyx, and what's the other one called? Black tourmaline. So get those. They're very good for protecting that energy from coming in. Okay, so that is your card for that. Let me move my hand back over here for a minute. All right. So we're going to, with this energy here, it could be any kind of situation. But I really do feel like maybe the world in general, or something in your circle, something made you really depressed. You took time out for yourself. You pulled yourself back, because you are this empathetic starseed, or empathic or starseed. You gained this clarity, and then you took action to move towards what makes you happy, and realizing, that some of that energy you absorbed is other people's. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of these cards here. What are these called? These are called the Angel Answers by Radley Valentine. And they have 3 different sets here. They have angel messages are in the purple. The timing cards are in gold, and yes and no cards are in blue. So let's go ahead and get into angel message first. And then we're going to get some timing cards and yes and no things, where you'll have to think of a question that you want answered, on your own, whatever situation. Because like I said, everybody has a different situation here, So sometimes these readings can be interchanged between different ways. So I just get the messages, through intuition from spirit and the universe. So it's in the cards, of course. Ask for help from others. So if there's some kind of difficulty you're going through with this situation, like you're absorbing other people's energy, or somebody's putting you in a position where you're just feeling down and it's not really about you, it's about them, ask for help from people that do get you, that do have your back, or even a professional if you need to. Seek for these answers. And also you can ask your angels, past down loved ones, even the universe. Just, do a little meditation before you go to sleep or something, and ask, listen, I need this clarity to come in. I need to know what's going on. I need to know how to be able to handle it. So you could do that. All right, so these ones are... All right, so let's go ahead and do the next cards, which are the timing cards. These are gold. So think about something that you want like a time frame on, like when this will clear up. It doesn't have to be about this. It's like in the general field of it. Like, when will I realize this? When will I get my clarity? When will I stop feeling so low? When will I figure out what my purpose is? When will I be able to, whatever it is, you think of it real quick, and we're going to get an answer for that, okay? Let's see. What is the answer? Okay. Within the next few weeks. So if there's something that you've been wondering, like when this is going to clear up, when am I going to get an answer? When am I going to get out of this low feeling? Whatever it is, it says within the next couple weeks. So sometime in February here. So that's good. You got to be patient. You got to wait for divine timing. But there's something clearing up in the next couple of weeks. It could be something you're waiting for, like something abundance or something. All right. So now let's go ahead and get... I think these are... What are these? It says they're a yes and no answer. But I don't know if they're really yes and no answers, because there's There's some yes and no, but there's also, you know, choose a different direction and stuff. So whatever this question is, let's see what else is coming up with it. Or you can possibly have a second question. Let's see what's coming up if you need a time frame. Oh, look, don't stop. So if you're questioning like how you're handling a situation, or am I doing the right thing, or am I taking the right action, or, you know, feeling maybe some kind of bitterness, regret, resentment, guilt about something, it says don't stop. So that is awesome. Now we're going to go ahead and get a chakra card just to see what chakra. I think do they have crystals on them too? Yeah, they have chakras and crystals just to see that what could help you with that. I already told you about the you know, black obsidian, the tourmaline, things like that. But let's go ahead and see what could help you at this time. Signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. Well, see that? Yeah, what did we get? We got within the next few weeks, don't stop. And I thought we had another one. Did I not get you another card? Yes, I did. Ask for help for others. So, you know, there's signs around you here. So really pay attention, because those could be giving you the answers as well. It's the third eye chakra. And it's, what's this crystal? Lapidite. Lapidolite. It's right there, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's in this blue, so that makes it a little harder. I need new glasses or contact lenses. But anyway, that is your message for the first round. And what, you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and get a spirit animal for you too. And then we'll do another round. Where's my spirit animal cards? Okay. Let's get a spirit animal card. Could be helping you through this situation here. Okay, so now we have the blue jay. Assertive, daring, universal wisdom. You are being guided to be aware of your synchronicities. There you go again about the synchronicities in your life. You are entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless, trust your gut, be your authentic self, take inspired action, and what you desire will come to fruition. Yeah. So I'm really getting this energy that maybe with also absorbing this collective energy, the way that the things are right now, you can have somebody around you that's kind of like really bringing your energy down, like almost like an emotional vampire or something like that. And it could be having you question, what's your next move? What should you do? You know, would I be selfish if I do what I want to do compared to other people? Whatever. So, you know, really pay attention to the synchronicities, protect your energy, okay? And stand strong, stand to your truth, okay? So let's go ahead and get a second round here for you, Aries, okay? All right. Second round. This could relate, or it could be something completely different for you, Aries. So let's see. What's coming up for Aries? January 31st to February 6th, 2022. Ooh. Knight of Cups. Look, taking action towards your emotional fulfillment again. So this could be related. It doesn't have to be, but I really feel like this energy is affecting you mentally as well as emotionally, and more than likely spiritually as well. Whatever the situation that's around you, it's really tapping into that, which direction you want to go to that makes you happy. Should you keep doing what other people want you to do and maybe not be as happy as you could, or do you take this path towards your happiness and fulfillment? But this is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve. They take action towards their emotional fulfillment. They're very compassionate. They like beauty around them, like art, poetry, candlelight, which is very interesting around Valentine's Day. So, you know, I really feel like a lot of us now are, and I'm not saying anything about relationships. It's good to have a good, solid relationship that's balanced out and loving. But I really feel like a lot of us are now saying, especially us single people, are like, you know, I have to love myself first and foremost, right? Because if you don't, then you're going to settle for things that are less than your worth. You know, you're going to put up with a lot more disrespect and things like that. So, all right. And then we have the Three of Cups. So this is, you know, celebration, connecting with people in our community, connecting with our coworkers, our family, our friends. So I really feel like, you want to be able to socialize and get along with other people, but like sometimes it's draining because you just absorb all that energy. So this is getting that balance back so you're able to, and to be able to, set those healthy boundaries and things like that in a healthy way, right? Healthy way. And walk away from people that do just drain you too much, or just don't have their back, or have the best interest, or disrespect you. Yeah, 9 of Cups. You want to feel this contentness emotionally. Another Cups. We have 3 Cups here. So this is all about your emotional peace of mind, contentment. Being open-hearted and loving, but also not absorbing all that energy, that negative energy. There's having those emotional vampires latch onto you, right? So that's what this is about. Yeah, 5 of Swords, because it just creates a lot of conflict within you. And then sometimes, us Aries are pretty blunt and say what we feel. So if we're not in the best frame of mind or not happy, we're going to say something like that people aren't going to take too well. And it's going to cause a more physical altercation or verbal altercation. Not physical, like beaten up. I mean, like words, or tension. So we have to be careful of that. And I think we're trying to find that balance out of that. All right, so now, which is the next card I got? I think it was... All right, we're going to go ahead and get one of these cards again. The soul cards. All right. Yeah, this really resonates for me because I'm trying to find that balance. I mean, I've been like a lot of solitude lately, and, just my family and close people that I love and that get me, and we love each other unconditionally. Had to go back out in there and go to work. I had a little issue with the grief, so that's another reason I didn't want to get into it. But, now I'm getting back out there, and I'm trying to find that balance where I don't like lose my cool easy or get angry easy, or put up with people doing those little digs. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll say, it's sometimes it's so subtle we don't even pick up on it. We put up with it, but it's still like a ding to your soul. Like people you think might be friends. I'm not trying to get you to lose friends, but this is the thing. They'll say randomly like, I don't know what you ever could have seen in that person. Okay, you might have went through hell with a relationship, and somebody, comes up and like, I ran into so-and-so, like who you dated or something. And they're like, I don't know what you could have seen in them. Well, honestly, maybe at the time they were a different person, or I saw a different side of them. But the thing is, if you're my friend, why are you trying to make me feel bad about what I saw in this person? You're kind of belittling me. I could have turned around and said, well, I don't know what you see in your spouse. Because they're not that good looking. They're pretty quiet. I see them laying on the couch all the time. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to do that. So it's kind of like, now I kind of just like step back because I'm like, I don't need that in my life all the time. I mean, I'm not saying constructive criticism isn't good. You should be able to be honest about that. But things that are just really going to get down to somebody's soul or make them feel less confident or insecure or doubt themselves. Right? So you have to be a really strong person to be able to handle that. And I just, at that time, I didn't know what to say. It did really bother me, but I just said, yeah, me neither. And later I thought, I wish not to be smart, but I wish I would have said something a little more. But I think that was good though, because I wasn't coming off as nasty to them or bitter or anything like that. So I think it is. But now I don't really reach out to that person anymore, I find out, because I'm like, I don't need that. Because at the time, I still think that person has good in them. It's just they didn't do me right. So, I don't know. I heard that from a few different people. Like, I don't know what you see in this person. And I'm like, well, maybe you didn't have that connection. You know what I'm saying? So, just be aware of that. Set healthy boundaries. And, don't be afraid to walk away. All right? I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But anyway, let's go ahead and get our message here. There's so much of that in our world, even from people that are supposed to care about us. And we need to get away from that. That's how we've been conditioned. So, this is the cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Well, I love that because you got all this emotion coming up. The cosmic heart. Yeah. This is kind of like that universal heart. Having that higher higher self. It almost makes me think of that song by Steve Winwood. Bring me a higher love. Yes, being like that. Being loving towards everybody. Even the ones that are sometimes rude. By like not snapping their head off or you know what I mean? Just like step away from them and realize, you know what? Maybe they haven't raised their vibration yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're going through stuff of their own life, their own wounds. And just stepping away. It doesn't mean you have to have that person in your life anymore, but you have to come from like this place of this cosmic love. So let's go ahead. Cosmic heart. Let's go ahead and see what this is. I love that cosmic heart. All right, let's see. Cosmic heart. If I can find it. There it is. 48. I still got to do February's readings too. Okay, so devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within, to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you've felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten that made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth of your very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you are about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. These are the reasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive, rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. The Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you make your life a moving prayer? See, now this really reminds me of like those little things I said, of those little dings that we get over all through our life. And even sometimes the downright harsh rudeness and breaking our hearts and stuff. All these things add up and it makes us close off our heart because we're so afraid that we're going to be embarrassed, hurt, humiliated, rejected. And we got to get past that, That's why we need to know what really comes from our heart. Realize that people are coming from a place where they are at the time. Some people will never grow. And we need to set up healthy boundaries. And sometimes, like I said, walk away and just don't care, If you're coming from a place of open-heartedness and ethics and morals and that higher vibration, you can't lose, And that stuff won't bother you anymore. So that's beautiful. I love that. All right, so let's go ahead and get a couple of these angel messages again. So if you have any questions on this or timing or a certain situation, think of it in your head. We're going to go ahead and see if this might be an answer to you. All right. Helpful people. Yeah. See, some other people might be in the same situation and just don't know how to describe it or feel like they'd be silly or looked at as weird or, you know what I mean? There are a lot of people that are out there that are good and have hearts. I always, being an Aries, I always hated to see someone embarrassed or humiliated or made fun of, especially like those ones that are more shy or, might look down on themselves or maybe they look different appearance-wise than people expect or things like that. I always hated that, So, there are helpful people out there and you can be a helpful person as well, by being understanding, being that open-hearted person. And it might, and in turn, help you. Actually, it would help you, honestly. It would. So let's go ahead and get one of these answers. It will do more for your soul than you realize if you do that. If you help someone out, stand down, speak to someone that maybe is going through a bad day, Okay, so whatever else you're asking, this is no. I don't know what that is for everybody. Something's telling you no, like not go in a certain direction, not to criticize yourself, don't second guess yourself, don't be fearful, whatever it is, it's saying no. All right, so let's get one more. These are kind of vague because I don't know what people's questions are, but Yeah, this is something you're going to have to soul search for yourself. But let's get one more. You're ready. Yeah, I love that. So I kind of feel like this no is kind of saying, like, making some kind of like procrastination or excuse, like, well, maybe I should do this first. No, you're ready. So, all right, so let's get an animal, and then we're going to get a chakra card. And then this has been 25 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and close this out after these. All right. Ooh, there's your animal. We have the bee. Creativity, cooperation, and productivity. You are being guided to change something in your life. Become inspired, follow your heart and creativity, build your future with today's decisions. You have no limitations and there are no boundaries to your capabilities. Any assistance you need will always be found. So there you go. And it said ask, didn't we have to ask for help or something? Yeah, helpful people. So you have a lot of assistance, you're ready, and you have a lot of capabilities, and all the answers you need will be found. So I love that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get a chakra card, see if any of these chakras or crystals are coming out. That was too many. Let's see. Hey, did I get both of these for you? Yes, I did. I just wanted to make sure, because I see these cards. Oh, another throat chakra. Wow. There's a lot you need to express, and this is definitely saying speak your authentic truth and live your authentic life. Throat chakra, again, you have a lot to say to people that will be very beneficial to others, Aries. And you are that pioneer and that warrior. So this says the throat chakra, and it is these damn little words. Jeez. What is this? Turquoise. That's the, no, that's December. So I was going to say, is that March's? But that's aquamarine. But turquoise, so you might want to wear turquoise to help out, to be able to express yourself clearly and from your authentic space. Truth, speak from your heart. It's the only thing worth listening to. And there you go, all those cups again, your heart. Something here is telling you definitely come from your open-heartedness and speak your truth, Aries, and that's what you're supposed to be living right now, okay? Because you are going to be have your life be abundant, as well as help a lot of other people. There's something that you need to do, whether it's writing, doing a blog, speaking, something. It's going to be really helpful, okay? Speaking up for other people, you know, like working on some kind of event, charity that's going to help a certain like group of people, like, you know, domestic violence, whatever it is. There's something you're being called to do. And that's why you need to clear up this energy of this, you know, negative energy stuck to you. Because I really feel, you know, if you believe in light and good, there also is dark and bad, right? Or negative. So, you know, the dark doesn't want to be absorbed by the light. So it's going to try to distract you in any way it can. You know, make you fearful, attach all this negative energy. So you really have to be careful from that, okay? All right, so we're going to close this reading with one last card, the Let It Go cards, and then we're going to be done. Okay, for Aries, last message, please. For Aries, January 31st to February 6th, 2022. What do you want to say? Okay. So we have, let go of any negativity and walk tall. Decorate yourself with grace and make it your reality. There you go, Aries. Step away from that negativity. All right? And I really suggest getting some crystals here. Get some of those protection crystals. But you had two here. Let me see what the other ones are. You both had throat chakra. Work on your throat chakra as well. Oh, you had third eye. I'm sorry. No, it was both. No, third eye and throat chakra. I thought you had two throat. But yeah, there's something about your opening your vision up here and you're speaking your truth. So you're getting signs. So please use this labradorite light and turquoise, as well as some of those protection stones like the black onyx, what is it, obsidian, things like that. That will help you. Okay, so that is your message, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and have a great week. Take care. Bye.